Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Carry for Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. First carry now for Tyler Irvin. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Moore. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Returnable for Lockett. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They come out here in the I. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
They go with Howard again. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Curse. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, free safety was there, no gain. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And left side here, it's It's Graham. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
We ready? Wide and yay. Wide and yay.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Carr going to throw. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. On 1st and goal, Howard. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Hey, we go rally. Rally. Here we go. Red 18. Rally.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Jordan Howard, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seattle defense getting set to go. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, they run. Again, it's Urban. And this time, he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
More now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
All right, here we go.
A second down carry for Urban. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
All right, partner, this is where I get to show my age. Because I remember when the strip sack kind of came into vogue, where defenders were taught not just to make the tackle, but do that little extra, try and jostle the arm of the runner and knock it free. And that's what we just saw there.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Complete out right to Kearns. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Allen's got it over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And quickly, they get to the line. Now Moore. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Olsen over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's complete to Fuller. 10 yards on the pickup there, and that'll be good for a Houston first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
More now. Surveying the field, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got Fuller. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They're set up to throw. And the tight end Olsen, right side. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now Moore. And caught left side, Olsen. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He finds his target, Fuller. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Back to throw again. That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go now. 3-19.
More now. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And Carpenter knocks it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
final shot here before half for Carr. Going deep here for Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Barely room to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. This is Howard on second down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings him to third down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding the clock. He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's West. And he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Seahawks a first down.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. They want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Boy, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goal post.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball.
That.
There you go.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trailed offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up 5 yards to gain here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Running with Howard. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. We ready? Red 18. Red 18. Alert.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They run with Howard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On third down, this is Howard. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's John Ryan now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Right back to Irvin. Room here to run. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27th.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Got an open man. It's a noon one. Touchdown, Houston. Quincy Enunwa with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Again, it's Howard. And this time not. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Muscles him off. They'll get it. Now the Texans want to call another timeout. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now Howard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come out here in the eye. A give to Howard running left. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the...
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Moore. It's complete to Fuller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Third down now following the completed pass. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
On the toss play, Howard. Oh, he bowls over him. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So last week, mostly ineffective. This week, what we're seeing, very effective. What are you seeing that's different?
I think what I'm seeing is just a simple, everyone is on the same page. And I know it sounds trite, but I'm talking about all the guys up front with the blocking schemes, everyone at the point of attack.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.
Y'all sitting on a ghost, ain't no